What's up, guys? In today's episode, I go over the Marshall JCM 2000 TSL versus the DSL. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy, Louie Torres, and yes, today is that day that I go ahead and film myself using the Marshall JCM 2000 TSL versus and/or the DSL. So you always hear, and you have heard for years, that the DSL sounds better than the TSL. So of course, when I had the chance to grab the DSL, I jumped on it, traded one of my guitars for it, and it is an absolute beast. So the one thing that I kind of realized, you know, if I'm not throwing a little spoiler in there, is the fact that, do I dare say that there's more of a wider range in tone in the TSL. Not just the fact that it has more channels, but there's definitely more of a variety of tone that you can range across. Now with the DSL, like, that's just in your face, punch you in the throat, super hard and heavy and brutal, and that's it. You know, I can even say that it's kind of a one-trick pony. So if you're looking for super brutal tones, and that is really all you want, get yourself a JCM 2000 DSL. If you want more of a variety or range of tonal options, then go for the TSL, because you can basically match the DSL. But again, it's voiced slightly different. The TSL is definitely a little brighter than, say, the DSL is, which I don't know if they decided, hey, let's make sure the DSL doesn't sound exactly like the TSL, right? Did I say that right? They don't want the DSL to sound like the TSL. So they had to voice one of the two, and they chose the DSL to be more of a low-end, brutal, I guess more of a focus more on a niche market, using the DSL as its more brutal relative, because for the most part, you know, if you find guys that are touring, they're always using the DSL. You know, you have guys like Gary Holt and a slew of other guys, including the two guitarists from Hatebreed, that are just rocking the DSL, and it sounds great for them, especially when I hear their recordings. And you'll notice that there's a difference between the two. And again, the TSL is definitely a little bit brighter, and I'm using the same exact settings between the two of them. So naturally, you're going to hear that slight difference in tone. So I am using two pedals with this video. I'm using the VFE Dragon, which is an overdrive. I'm also using the MWK ball gag, which is a noise gate, and running my radial Big Shot ABY. So I'm going to start with the higher, brighter Marshall JCM 2000 TSL, and then switching over to the DSL, that's going to be the B. Then I'm going to rock the Y, so you get to hear both, and it blends well here in this space. When I played it back in the recording, it kind of was like a little mishmash of the two, but literally it doesn't really sound like that when you're here. I don't know if it's because they're canceling each other out once the two are playing, but each one is coming out of a Mesa 412 with Selection V30s. The A, which is the TSL, is coming out of that Marshall Mesa 420, 412, and the Marshall JCM 2000 is coming out of that one right there. So, all right, Let's plug this puppy in. Actually, I just have to put that at A and then power on. Actually, standby off. I'm using my new to me 2019 ESP M2 and it's neck through body. This one has the Gary Holt EMG pickups, and they are powered using the 24 volt boost. If you are an EMG user and you have no idea what I'm talking about the boost, click on the link below and you can buy some yourself. All right, we're going to rock the A, which is the Marshall JCM 2000 TSL. And yes, you're going to hear me picking. Hopefully not too much or too loud. Now we're going to switch over to the DSL. Okay, and now we're going to Y, the two, so you can hear what it sounds like when they are both on. And I am back. So hopefully you were able to tell the difference between the two amps. It's literally like having two different amp companies. It's like having a Randall and a Mesa. You know, they're different enough where you can hear the difference. And to me, that's just mind-boggling. But of course, like you always hear, that the DSL is better than the TSL. And yes and no, but it's different. You know, it's just voiced slightly differently, which, of course, as any company, you're going to have to do. Especially, you can't make the BMW 5 Series be exactly like the BMW 3 Series, because then what's the point in charging more for one model and charging less for the other when they're exactly the same? So I kind of think that that's what Marshall ended up doing, because if the main difference is just that there's an extra channel, then they should be voiced exactly the same, but I'm glad that they opted to make one a little different than the other. And of course, like I said, if you're looking for those brutal tones, you're definitely going to go with the Marshall JCM 2000 DSL, again, which is the dual super lead channel, or the super lead amp. and they're hard to find. They were made in the late 1990s through the early 2000s. For the most part, they had a heating issue. These two are actually both fixed, and they were repaired before I got them, which is great. And that's it. So if you are looking for a UK-built old school Marshall that's going to blow everyone completely out of the water, again, the JCM 2000 DSL is the amp that you're looking for. Now, if you're more of a progressive player, or you find that you are much more of a brutal death metal player, and every once in a while you're like, I like Misha, I like Tosin Abasi, then you definitely need something that's a little wider in range with its tonal values. And in that case, get yourself the TSL, and you are going to be more than fine. So guys, click on the comments below. Let me know what you guys think, which one you liked more than which. And again, you know, the combo Y of the two definitely is more of a mishmash, you know, but, you know, it definitely sounds better when it's in here, but it's also because I can kind of move around, so they're both hitting, both cabinets are hitting both of my ears differently, simultaneously. So guys, thank you so much for watching. We hit 11 million views. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are the best, and as usual, I will talk to you soon.